This episode is brought to you in partnership with Choose Chicago. Capture the excitement.
Hey, we back. And it's been 2 days without incident.
What if we start and we're not back? What if we never left and we just have been here?
We just been sitting here.
We're just waiting.
They see the video. Y'all see that we done flipped the room around. So they know, they get it.
We didn't record at home last time.
That's a fact. So even more the case.
All right, well, now that we're done with irrelevant conversation, let's just start it.
77 flavors. Let's get it.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago. So I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Yo, we are. Oops. Forgot to fade us out. We back. 77 flavors.
We never left.
We never left.
We've been here. We've just been sitting here waiting for you guys to tune in. So
waiting to debut this white wall here.
If you're watching the video, there's a blank wall behind us.
There's a blank wall. Not for long, because I'm about to put the logo up there right now.
Hey. Now it's no longer blank.
Hey, it's not blank no more. But Dario.
Sarah.
And this 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast where we talk about history.
And food.
Hey, look at you bouncing off your boy, okay?
It's like we do this.
I said bouncing off your boy. Slow down.
Wow.
Slow down. Telling these people too much information.
Wow. I mean, what else would I be doing?
Bruh. And okay, y'all. Sorry that we started out real
energy.
Yeah,
Wild energy.
real different energy.
All right, let's one thing out the gate, off the bat. By the time this episode airs, my lashes will be done.
Wow, you still on that?
But today,
so y'all got to tune in next Monday.
Still not done. Next Monday.
Next Monday
they will be. Oh no! Oh yeah, they will be.
Yeah.
But that episode has already been recorded.
Oh.
So they might not be because I can't remember.
Ooh,
actually, the next two episodes are recorded.
So, so
tune in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
I'll be back at this because I will need a fill. So,
find out on the third week.
Yeah, we'll find
Sarah
out.
Sarah has her lashes. That was pretty good.
That should be Lash Gate.
Lash Gate. That's wild. So how do we do this? What's been happening in the last 2 days?
That was the dumbest transition ever. What's going on? What'd you do Monday and Tuesday?
I don't really know. I can't remember.
You can't remember?
Because today is the day.
Stop.
I guess by the time y'all hear this, let's see.
That ain't shit happened. Nothing. We just sat at home. It was cold. We took the plastic off the windows, and now it's cold. Again.
That is something. that is something. Finally, the Chicago weather, we was able to take the plastic off the windows.
Yeah, but then we played ourselves.
We did. Well, we got one window that's like.
Well, the heat is up.
You still see we got sweaters on. It's cold as hell in this motherfucker.
Heat's back on.
Yeah, I mean it's just temporary. It's because. Look, 45, after we'd have had 80 degrees, that's tough. That's tough to come after. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's been the highlight of the week.
That's the pit of the week.
Yeah, the pit. That's the pit and the highlight.
The peak of the week is that you still got time to buy these tickets.
That's facts.
To this little show we're hosting.
Yeah, shout out to the folks that already reached out and got their free tickets.
Yeah.
Per the last episode.
That is closed now.
No more.
You missed it.
Yeah.
But if you are interested.
If you are interesting.
Also interesting.
That also.
We are going to be sitting with Chef Kwame at UIC. The event is organized by Chicago Humanities Festival.
How do you say that brother's last name? Anwachi?
Sure.
I think that's how it go.
Well, we're talking to him on Friday, so you can ask.
I'd be like, real quick question, so I don't get up here look like a goofball on the stage here.
Yeah, that's an important question. Yeah. But
First question.
if you wanna get tickets to that show, go ahead to the link in our bio. Also, if you end up not all of you can go because
you know,
I don't know.
we ain't got it like that.
Yeah. We're also not buying these tickets. Right now, you know, right?
Right.
But
We're just sending emails.
this will be a special episode that airs.
Yeah.
next
So
month.
you'll still be able to hear it. You know?
Yeah, but if you want to experience it live
Yeah. If you want
with
to,
everyone else that's going to experience
if you want to see
it
this
live.
goofiness.
Well, actually, it's really if you want to see the chef.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if
Speak
you want to see
about
the
his
chef,
life.
yeah, right. It ain't about us. Definitely about to make
It's
it
a little bit about us. A little bit about, I'm
little
definitely
bit.
gonna talk about myself.
Yeah.
A little.
Hey, we should ask him how his week is going.
I'll be like, what's
Just
your
anticipation for this
peek and
episode.
pit of I'd be
Tell
like,
the people how your week is
yeah.
going.
What do you think of my lashes?
I just
chef?
be like, we'll fix it in post. No, he answered that
Well.
question wrong. He might have some problems. Hey
and he'd
chef,
be like-
stick to cooking. Let's just do that. Let's
He's a very impressive person. He opened 5 restaurants before he turned 30.
yeah, that's impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
It's a feat.
It is a feat.
Top Chef.
Top chef.
He
Go
was on
ahead.
Top Chef. He's now a recurring judge on Top Chef.
Man, look at him. You know, I can't wait to talk to him.
He's out here. His book that comes out next month is called My America.
Yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah, it's recipes from a young black chef.
You know, we got that special edition book.
Yeah,
Don't nobody got this.
it is.
That's the one they ain't need spell check.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but this is the what is it called?
The publisher edition. It's right on the front.
Right, the publisher's
The
edition.
publisher edition.
Yeah, you could pre-order it on Amazon,
Yeah. And then you could
and then
read along with us. Or get it there at the show.
or you can get it at the show. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all,
Anyway, let's get
let's get to it. Y'all, we are back in South Shore, if you remember. We did this a little while ago. A long while ago, to be honest
almost a year ago.
with you. Quite a year. But it's been
A year minus 3 months.
It's been a while. Shit.
11.
We just wasn't the first episode.
It was in June, August.
Damn, this was August.
Yeah, it was in the
Wow,
summer.
y'all. This is
When we did this the
Shit.
first time, we visited Urban Growers Collective,
yeah.
and we spent the day on the farm,
Mhm.
which was
Fantastic.
literally the funnest thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
Actually, we've done a lot of fun things.
We
since then.
have,
Let's
yeah.
just take that back real
That
quick.
was different. If y'all remember, I ate a mustard leaf.
You won't stop talking about this hot mustard leaf
'Cause-
straight out the ground.
Yeah, that was different. Y'all be talking about how picky my palate is. Your boy picked a mustard leaf off the ground and ate it.
Yeah. You
Hey,
did.
that's something.
That
And
is something.
I had vegan.
Yeah, we went to Majani, which is a very well-known restaurant
Yeah.
in South Shore.
Yeah.
And they're also in the Loop at the Urban Space dining room,
Yeah. Look,
dining hall.
anybody out there that stuck with us, has been around since those times. Y'all knew I was talking real reckless about vegan food.
Yeah, you
for
were,
the first
you
few
were
episodes.
definitely
Yeah.
reckless.
Yeah, I was going crazy.
And so when we did South Shore, they were like, "You guys should
You-
try
you gotta eat it."
because it's vegan food."
Hey.
And Dario's been shit talking it.
No, not ever since. I
Yeah?
mean, no, you said yeah. How you gonna double down?
hmm
All right, so you look, y'all. I don't like vegan food, but I eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like I eat it. You know,
Yeah.
like I eat it. It's
But
just
Majani's really good.
Majani's is really good. You know, it's just it's tofu, y'all. I can't do it. I don't know.
It's fine.
I can eat the other stuff. We had the macaroni cheese. We had collard
Their
greens.
mac and cheese is so good.
Yeah. Then we have yams too.
We had yams.
Man, like that's a good little throwback.
hmm
Good little throwback. But
Yeah. And they make
no.
these like soul bowls.
they were good. The
Yeah.
soul bowl was good.
They're fire.
Look, man, that tofu.
That's not for everyone.
It's not. It shouldn't be for anybody.
Wow.
I'm just saying, vegans, y'all got to do something different. Y'all got to figure something else out.
Let's not
I,
talk.
no, look, hold on. We had the cauliflower. Now that was good.
Yeah, the cauliflower.
The cauliflower that was good. I mean,
barbecue cauliflower.
y'all ain't fooling nobody, but it's good. You know what I mean?
Nobody's trying to fool you. They say it's cauliflower. No one's on here like this shit chicken.
You-
Like we say it's cauliflower. You're convinced in your mind that anytime someone says vegan, it means they're trying to convince you they're feeding you chicken. And I'm gonna need you to
No,
relax, okay?
I feel like they're
relax.
trying to
Just
coerce us.
unclench, you
This-
know?
Vegans be acting like Scientologists sometimes.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just playing. All right, look, y'all.
There's at least like 5 vegans that listen to this
I know.
podcast.
No, I'm just playing. I got love for y'all. Look, I got love for y'all. I was be trying to push that agenda on.
Nobody gives a shit what you eat. Except for me.
Hey, look, look. I figured I had to throw it back one time for y'all. I had to let y'all.
Man,
That's the old Dario talking. The new Dario.
New Dario is progressive. Eats keeps the lettuce on his burger.
I do. You know,
eats 1 of 3 tomatoes on a burger.
Man, look, if you cut your tomatoes like more than 4 centimeters, millimeters, or whatever, thick. If you come thick, is what I'm trying to say. Man, look, you can get the hell on with those. I don't even need.
I like how you went to the to the metric system.
I was trying to describe.
Do you think centimeter is smaller than inch?
Yeah. Ooh, boy, y'all, it is. A centimeter is smaller than an inch.
I know, but like in your head, like what is a unit smaller than inch? You went centimeter.
Then I said millimeter, and that's even smaller.
I know, but like, why did
why did my brain go?
Yeah, you could have said like a 1/4 inch.
A 1/4 inch. Anyway, we back in South Shore, y'all. How'd we get on this?
Yeah.
We were just reminiscing. That's all it was. Reminiscing. But let's get into it one more time. Why
are you yelling?
I really don't know, y'all.
They're in here. They're with us.
Yeah, let me
use headphones on.
Let me use my indoor
People are
voice.
at work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
People riding in their car getting screamed at. It's about vegan food. From a dude that only eat hamburgers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Childish ass.
Yeah.
All right, start your 6th grade report.
Okay. Wow. Start my 6th grade report. All right, Mr. Teacher. We're ready. What's wrong with us?
I almost spat my water out.
We are in South Shore Community Area number 43. Here's something we didn't do last time because this was an OG episode. The boundaries are to the north, 67th Street, to the south, 79th Street.
Go ahead, turn my headphones down. Go ahead, turn this shit down.
To the east, we got Lake Michigan, and to the west, we got the railroad tracks at Kenwood Avenue.
We're back at the Kenwood Avenue.
And Kenton. Remember, Kenton was another one too. The neighborhoods: South Shore, self-named, and Jackson Park Highlands. Very interesting stuff about this. Now I can't wait to get into it. I got a lot of notes here for y'all. How did South Shore? Look at you. I'm sorry, I did do that. Sorry, I'll be smacking my teeth, y'all. Don't adjust your radio. Your tape deck ain't messed up. It's me. How did South Shore get his name? From a guy named Charles Ringer. He bought the old Windsor Park Golf Club, and we'll get into that, in 1918 and named his new subdivision South Shore. And because real estate developers, they called it South Shore District because they wanted to keep the elite image of the country club.
Is that the golf club that's at the cultural center?
Yes. And so let's we're gonna get into that because that's pretty significant for South Shore. We didn't really talk about that the last time, but I'm talking about it now. Here's some history. Before it was called South Shore, it was just a collection of settlements. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was just a collection of settlements. And they were just a collection of settlements in the southern part of the Hyde Park Township. Again, remember in these times, it was Hyde Park was all of the South Side.
Right.
So this was just a collection of settlements. And check out the names: Essex, Bryn Mawr, Parkside, Cheltenham Beach, and Windsor Park.
Very British.
And look, let me see. So let me tell you. So it says this does reflect the British heritage of people who immigrated here and worked in the steel mills that we just learned about this past Monday on the Hegwish episode. So the steel mills were pretty important.
Were wood.
Well, that was
so sawmills.
Sawmill, but like there was also steel.
Oh yeah. You said they could coexist.
Yeah. Right. You can't have one and then
I
be
thought
like
it was
that.
either steel or wood.
Right.
Can I tell you?
Identity?
An unrelated story about Essex?
Yeah. I sucks.
No, I don't want to tell my story.
Okay, no. Go ahead.
So when I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
not high school, when I was about to go into high school, so 8th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
That summer I joined Scouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you did, you were like at camp for a week in Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that you flew to London.
Oh wow,
for 3 weeks.
man, that's pretty dope.
Okay. And we went to Essex, Sussex, and London.
Really?
1 week, 1 week, 1 week. And I met my first boyfriend,
Oh Lord, let's hear about this one.
and we had one kiss.
Oh wow.
And then I went back to Jordan, and we would IM all the time
Mm,
on AOL. Beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, beep, like that.
yeah.
And then he broke up with me like 10 days later because he figured out he was gay.
Wow. Wow.
I was like, was it
was it you?
was it
You
my
said-
kiss?
Damn.
And it was like a little, like it helped me realize that I actually am into
He said.
other men. I was like, okay.
He said, "Yeah, this is the one I needed to confirm."
Yeah.
he
He was like, that's the
said,
one.
"This the one." He was like,
I
"Yeah, I,
was like-
definitely didn't feel nothing."
Yeah, I was like, I'm happy to have helped you discover
Wow.
yourself, but
Wow. How old was you?
what's 8th grade? I don't know.
Shit.
13?
Shit, I don't know. Yeah, 13, 14.
13, 14?
Yeah. Shit, y'all was too young anyway.
I know.
Y'all was too young to be doing all that bushy shit.
Kissing?
Y'all should
You weren't kissing when you were 13? You were
this
out
ain't-
here.
This story is not about me,
Yeah,
y'all.
okay.
This
All
story,
right.
story,
Okay.
story ain't about the boy.
Anyway,
Look,
that's what I wanted to
I
share.
was a
my
church-going
my
boy.
Church. Your mom doesn't listen
was-
to this podcast.
I was in
You're
the church.
fine. Yeah, okay.
I got people out here that don't want to hear nothing about me.
I'm about to text Deanna right now.
Crazy.
Be like, what was Daria doing at 14?
That's all right. Deanna couldn't read. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Sorry. What's wrong with me this episode?
Deanna's Daria's sister, by the way.
Yeah. My sister gonna come for me, y'all. Don't- Shit. Okay.
And she's the middle child?
Oh
Lord have
yeah.
mercy.
She actually was the smartest one out of all three of us. She was. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right. So So it was real British to start out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it was real British. And it was not. It wasn't that. It wasn't. Like, look, leave my TV. It's that gap. You know what I mean? It's the gap in my. It's the gap. It's the gap. It's the gap. I see why they say this shit in 6th grade. Okay. Anyway. Oh Lord. So there were two events that helped commercial and residential boom here in South Shore. The first was the annexation in 1889. So when Hyde Park Township was taken over by Chicago, that was the first event. Then the World's Columbian Exposition, 1893, 4 years later, was the other big thing. Now that was pretty significant because when that World's Fair happened, a lot of the land in the area, was sold to kind of accommodate the people that were coming from all over the world and all over the country that wanted to move into the area. They wanted to move close to Jackson Park, in Hyde Park, of course, and they settled here. So a lot of the people that were here were like, "Yo, let's make this land, even more
Yeah.
uppity, so that we can accommodate these folks that's coming to see the World's Fair." And that, it really worked. A lot of people moved from Washington Park also. So Washington Park is close by, and a lot of people from Washington Park, when they moved, they wanted a more upscale life. So they moved from Washington Park and said, "Hey, look, we coming to South Shore."
South Shore is pretty fancy.
It really is very fancy. Now, I'm glad you said that because the Jackson Park Highlands were built in 1905. So just 12 years after the World's Fair.
Yeah.
Not 12 years, I'm sorry. 8 years after the World's Fair. And no, that is 12 years. I was right.
I was gonna say
12 years, my bad. 12 years after the World Fair. And here's the crazy part about that. It was an exclusive residential community within South Shore. And it overlooked the golf courses by Jackson Park, not the golf courses by South Shore.
Yeah.
The Jackson Park Golf Shore. What? Golf courses. And so the cool thing is if you look at a map top down, the Jackson Park Highlands are kind of literally in the middle of South Shore, and right above it to the north is the golf course
Right.
for Jackson Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool because that was where the higher echelon, the more affluent folks lived.
That's like right below the Museum of Science and Industry, right?
Yeah, yes. So a little bit
further south.
further south of that. But yes,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay, because like then you get that curve that goes from Jackson Park to
Mhm.
South Shore.
Yeah. Yep. So also,
Such a nice area. I love that area.
yeah, that's why people want to live there.
It's like it literally feels like you're, um,
in a different place.
like in the spring.
Yeah.
It's literally one of the most beautiful parts of the city.
Yeah. Well, that's why the World's Fair was in Jackson Park, not South Shore. But
I know, but like
yeah.
that general, probably like 2 mile
Vibe.
radius.
Yeah,
is just
that vibe is dope. And not in South Shore, but in Jackson Park, that's where the Obama Library is going to
right.
be.
And,
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
and
not just a library.
yeah, I mean, right, it's the presidential museum, all that stuff is going to be right there. Now that's the Jackson Park Highlands, and so now you kind of see the thought process that it was like higher, upper echelon, right? It was more affluent people. It's booming with you got the World's Fair had just happened,
Right.
so now everybody wants to be in this area.
Yeah.
1906, a year after Jackson Park Highlands were built, the South Shore Country Club was built. It had golf courses, it had riding stables and private beach, because of course it's right
Wow.
there on the lake. And the one bad thing about it, the one big flaw, it excluded blacks and Jews. That's why I said, I was like, when we drove by, I was like, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. And that was indicative of the entire South Shore area. Because they white flight happened when black folks start coming. That's a little bit later. I'm not going to tap into that again. We talked about it so much. Y'all should know what white flight is. And if you don't, it's when blacks moved into the area and white people were like, ugh, we don't want to live by black. So they left. But not getting into it. But that was the bad thing about it.
Right.
The reason why I bring that up is because in 1974, the Chicago Park District bought the club. They bought the club and they called it the South Shore Cultural Center.
Yep.
And it's kind of meant to be like the palace of the people, right? 65 acres, still had all the stuff. And you wouldn't believe they almost wanted to demolish.
That's insane.
Yes. And so I'm glad you said that, because the people in the community thought so too. They were like, no, don't tear down history. Granted, it wasn't, they excluded blacks. It wasn't positive, but don't tear it down, So
the building has nothing to do with excluding.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It might be a reminder, which I guess would be up to the community.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And that's why the Park District listened to him and said, hey, you know what? We will save the culture center, and it was severely deteriorated.
I think if logically, what would be more annoying to the people that owned that building and excluded black people and Jewish people is to keep the building and allow, you know what I mean?
And that's exactly what happened.
And just make it like for that.
Yeah. And if you're an out of towner here, or if you just never been to the South Side and saw the South Shore Cultural Center, let me tell you, it is one of the most remarkable buildings. I could absolutely see why in those times this was the place to be.
It looks kind of like it definitely has like palace vibes.
You know what it has? It's got the vibes of what the Chicago World's Fair was.
Right.
It's definitely got that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it's got a bunch of colonnades where you could just walk through, and they redid the entrance to it.
Yeah.
The stables are right there as soon as you go through the gate. They got the stable. You know what I mean? Like, so they kept
the stables have nothing in them though, right?
No, they don't have anything in them now. Garden upkeep stuff, but really cool
and
to see.
The golf course is
still there
on the grounds.
And the inside is absolutely gorgeous, and I don't have pictures professionally in there because it's part of the Chicago Park District, and a lot of people rent that out for weddings and receptions, all kind of parties. So I couldn't take pictures in it. Security came in, was like, no, you can't use that camera. You can use the Instagram. You can take your picture with your phone and do that, but not with a professional camera. So I couldn't take any dope ass shots of the Culture Center. But you got to go there because on the inside of it is the plaque. And you could see like when they made it a Chicago landmark.
And it's open to the public.
It's open to the public
because it's part of the park district.
Yeah, so you can walk in there and kind of observe. It's absolutely gorgeous, to be honest with you, man. Like this is, again, I can absolutely see why you felt, if you lived in South Shore, you absolutely felt like, man, I'm living a good life right here,
Yeah.
you know. So, real dope to go see. One, I told you could do a bunch of things in there. One of the fun facts about this place, another fun fact, the Obamas had their wedding reception here.
No way.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So if you go there, you can be where the president was.
They lived in Hyde Park anyway, right? Obama was from Hyde Park, right?
Yeah, Obama was from Hyde Park, and Michelle Obama.
Hyde Park or Humboldt Park?
Hyde Park.
Oh.
Yeah. They got the little rock right there.
Oh, right.
And we'll get some more notable people because it's pretty cool. In the 1920s, the housing boom continued. So, we talked about they had a housing boom since the World's Fair, 1893. So it's people still moving to the area. Again, it really never lost its appeal when it comes to this is the place to be. And when you drive down there, you can definitely see, it looks like it's a little bit more middle class, higher class. In the Jackson Park Highlands, the average house is about $300,000 to $1.5 million. Wow. So just to give you all some insight as to South Shore. Again, if you've never been there, or if you kind of went through and not paid attention, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, even the really old houses, they look like beautiful. Like they're huge. Like the houses closer to the lake are like mansions.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, like they just it's very beautiful to see. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, and it's crazy that it's you're going through history because all of that was the area that the World's Fair was in. So pretty dope.
Can you imagine?
I couldn't imagine
seeing
the World's
Fair.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine seeing like something that grand going on. Because
would be equivalent to the World's Fair? Like
shit, what would be? I mean, the World's Fair was huge. I mean, the Olympics.
I guess
the Olympics. I mean, would be we almost had the Olympics 2016, but
I'm glad we didn't.
I wish I was really rooting for the Olympics.
That shit is toxic.
I mean,
I personally feel like the Olympics are toxic.
A lot of people feel like that, but at the same time,
like the fact that you tear down so much to build enough to hold the Olympics, and then they're gone, and now what do you do with this shit?
So since we own the Olympics, that wasn't really going to happen in Chicago. They were going to build.
What do you mean?
Hear me out. They were going to build up some stuff. So the area over by Meigs Field, that wasn't going to be torn down. That was part of a plan to build Meigs Field up. So
I don't know what that is.
The airport that Mayor Daley tore up in the middle of the night. So that area.
Oh, I remember that.
That area was going to be like the village where the people lived. Now, as for reason why Chicago was even nominated to the top 3 before we got eliminated, is because we had the facility already built in the area to house that stuff. So Chicago was going to, obviously Chicago, you got like multiple major stadiums already in the city, okay? And then if you look at the outlying areas, there were going to be things in Schaumburg, Oak Park, Oak Brook, and Naperville. That was all considered the Chicago Olympics. Arlington Heights, all Joliet. They were going to have the Olympics everywhere. So if you ever pay attention to the Olympics and they do the top-down map, those things are not always close by. You gotta sometimes you gotta like take a bus or flight, you know what I mean? Like, or you just if your game is there, you're gonna be stationed there. You probably never even see the main stuff.
So basically what you're telling me is that you can build a Bears stadium in the city.
They don't get me started on that. We could build that damn Bears stadium. Anyway, we could build that stadium. He ain't no reason they got to go to Arlington Heights. Anyway, like I was saying, it continued to boom right through the 20s, and it brought more diversity, and by more diversity, different type of white people. I get to that. I get to that in a second, y'all. But
is that still considered diversity?
I mean, it was a lot of British folk, before then, like, and a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, look. I mean, you said okay, big dog. Population from 1920 to 1930 was 38.1 thousand, all the way to 78.8 thousand people. So again, huge area. Double the area. In the 1950s, blacks moved into the area. Whites didn't like it. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like not blah blah blah. But we talked about it. White flight. Y'all know about this by now.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
Because we know about it. I mean, like we know about it.
What if someone's listening for the first time ever?
I just explained it earlier this podcast also. So rewind about 10 minutes and you can listen to it again. But the black population in 1970 was 69%. In 1980, it was 95%. And we pretty much stayed right there to present day. 1990, though, the blacks were still a strong middle class community. So that's the reason why I kind of cut all the fat out there, just to get to that point. It was still a good area. You know what I mean? It was still a strong, and it still is right now, a strong middle class black predominantly community area. So really good. And there were things in between too. If people are like you, like why you cut that out? There were tactics, that wanted to like separate blacks from the whites in the area at the time, right? Housing, real estate, how they played a part in influencing people. And granted, a lot of white people still did leave, obviously. They left the area. It still didn't deteriorate. So kind of like we talked about with Beverly and Washington Heights, this is the same situation where it didn't decrease.
Didn't negatively affect the property value.
Yeah. What actually happened is because of all the redlining and things like that, it affected businesses in the area. So a lot of businesses suffered more than the people did.
Yeah.
So by those tactics, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, so to say. You know what I mean? Because what they thought was going to happen didn't happen. So yeah.
But what I like about South Shore in terms of businesses today is that it's actually become kind of like an incubator for new businesses, for new small businesses, for restaurants.
Yeah.
It's a huge area where restaurants like Majani, like those places start, because it's like there's a lot of programs that support that. Like business incubation type thing, Urban Growers Collective.
Yeah, a fantastic
things like that. Things like that.
No, it's fantastic. What's going on down in South Shore, and again, I'm glad it like kind of kept its nature. You know what I mean? Like, so it started out as a desirable place, and it's still
I just hope it doesn't because like you see places that are pretty close by, like Hyde Park, that are slowly but surely getting gentrified, and like you're kind of pushing people out that have lived there for decades that maybe can't afford to live there anymore. I just hope that doesn't happen to South Shore, and it continues to be like it grows from the community, like from within, as opposed to from outside forces.
I think it definitely will, because especially when you have the Jackson Park, the Obama library coming there.
But a lot of people were upset about.
A lot of people are upset because it's in Jackson Park, and they,
and because they tore down a lot of nature.
Yes, I think they're adding too, though. They're adding jobs and opportunity. It's kind of like the selling point.
I don't really have a set opinion, because I didn't do too much. Also that I don't live there, but I also didn't do enough research to be like, what are the pros and cons of this. But I know that I remember reading that people were not too happy about it.
People know more than we give them. You know what I mean? Give them credit for it. You know what I mean? So like, if the people in the area say, again, that's Jackson Park, but if people in the area are saying, look, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. But I'm sure the South Shore is probably going to benefit from it again. Think about it. Last time Jackson Park had like a little boom, Jackson Park
festival.
Yeah, so let's keep it going. South Shore is like, bring it on. Some notable people.
Kanye West?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to give the people that I gave last time, because there's a shit ton more of notable people that lived in this area. And we just said Bronzeville, right? Just last week, or a couple episodes ago, we had Bronzeville. And we like, this list of names is one of the all-stars. And we got some, this is pretty good. So first time we did South Shore, we listed off some pretty heavy-hitting names, man. With Kanye West perhaps leading the way. Perhaps.
A lot has transpired since then.
A lot has changed since with this brother. So here, check this out. I don't know if anybody knows who the Chicago Outfit is, or Chicago Mob, or the Outfit. But they are a gang here in Chicago. they were a gang, and a very, very, very strong gang. And I don't get shook by a lot of things, but they still a gang.
right, let's keep moving.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna list their names. A few of the members lived in South Shore. It was a strong South Side gang. I don't know if I want to call that now, but Fred Getz, Murray Humphreys, and Johnny Torrio were part of the Chicago outfit. Johnny Torrio is one of the original members of the gang, the Chicago outfit. So if you're not from Chicago, the Chicago outfit is not just Chicago. They are branched out all over this country. So Ray, we take that information, do with what you will. Jesse and Jacqueline Jackson are here, and they are big activists in the Chicago area. They lived here. Michelle Obama. Yeah, Michelle. She lived here. Jeremiah. Girl, you know,
Oh, we know.
Yeah. And then some baseball players and basketball players, some sports players lived in the area. Fergie Jenkins, he lived here. Shout out to Mr. Fergie Jenkins. Billy Williams, his one of his old Cub mates, he lived here. Fergie and Billy played for the Cubs. Jabari Parker, he played for the Milwaukee Bucks, who are now beating the hell out of the Bulls in the playoffs right now. But he's not on that team right now. Jabari Parker came in. He's Chicago. He's very, very popular Chicago figure. Gale Sayers, the Ghost, Galloping Ghost. Yeah, he was played for the Chicago Bears. One of the greatest running backs of all time. Do you know what a running back is?
I'm assuming they run back.
Okay. Yep.
They take the ball and they run back with it.
They run forward. That's the goal. It was close. Yeah,
they run to the last line.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the goal line. Yeah. And here's one for y'all.
And don't let gaslighting men convince you that football is hard. That shit is not hard.
Wow.
You got what, 100 yards? You just got to run the ball to the last line.
Y'all hear this? This is crazy.
That's what football is. You just got to take the ball, run it to the last line.
This is absolutely...
You get 4 tries. You can't do it. You start from the beginning and the ball goes to the other team. There you go. That's football. Done.
Y'all, I know.
Am I wrong or am I right?
You want to know how wrong you are right now?
How many yards?
100.
Okay. Don't you get 4 tries to get the ball from 0 to 100, or from the middle to 100,
or wherever you start to
the end,
to the goal line? Yeah,
okay,
that's the basic.
And if you can't do it in 4 tries, it goes to the other team.
It don't necessarily go to the other team,
but like, okay, semantics. But the basics of it is it go. Don't gaslight me.
I'm not gaslighting you
me right now.
I'm not. How am I gaslighting? Just saying. Anyway, there's one more person that was kind of made his way.
Hit me up for more sports.
No, don't. Please don't, y'all. Please don't. Here's one more person that was in Shorewood. I'm sorry, South Shore. Well, you take me way back. Charles R. Walgreens Sr.
Oh, like the Walgreens?
Yes, the founder of Walgreens.
Man.
He lived in the area. Y'all, did you know Walgreens was founded? If you didn't know, it was founded here in Chicago. I didn't know that he lived in South Shore. I knew it was started in Chicago in 1901 to be exact, and on the South Side.
Wow.
On the South Side.
If you go into Walgreens, you see his picture up on the wall.
Yeah, you can see Mr. Charles Walgreens, and started on Bowden and Cottage Grove over there on the South Side. Hey, another W for the good guys, you know? Hey. Another W for the good guys.
I mean, we don't know how good he was, but...
And look, I'm talking, the good guys is a baseball reference, so follow her for more sports again.
There you go.
Look at
Got you. You don't need to know these irrelevant facts.
Yeah, they the White Sox, so...
Wow.
Hey, go Cubs, go! Anyway, I'm sorry. That was the...
You're gonna get that?
Yeah. Oh, it picked it up. That was the...
History portion. Quote unquote.
Oh, goodness.
Now for what you're really here for.
Yeah, y'all really want to hear about the food.
Y'all really here for the food.
Yeah.
I know you sit through this 30 minutes of little 30 minutes of history.
You be like, come on.
Talk about
please.
This food.
What? 6th grade is over with. All right. Anyway, let's get to the food right now.
We are back, and today in South Shore. First of all, before today,
yeah.
This portion of the episode is brought to you by, in partnership with Togetherness, Choose Chicago. I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna get it.
Capture the excitement.
Capture the excitement, man. I love Choose
You
Chicago.
also said I'm gonna nail it.
That's what she said.
Hey.
I had to make sure you get the sponsor out. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now.
Damn,
look at you.
We both did it.
Look at you.
Okay.
Look at you.
All right. So today we here's my comment about
Sorry.
Dario just hiccuped and
No. I just itched my head and it felt good.
Oh,
you ever scratch your head and this shit just.
No, that's some old people shit.
No, stop it.
Dario can put himself to sleep just by scratching his head.
Well, let me tell you. You trying to get a good night's sleep out your boy? Rub my hand,
First of all, who are you giving this advice to?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Second of all,
let's just continue.
shut this shit down real quick.
Let's talk about the food, man. Come on.
Let us talk about the food. Hold on, let me tighten this mic up.
Just keep on talking.
Okay. So my first comment about South Shore is there's just a lot of vegan restaurants in South Shore.
Yeah, almost too many.
Almost too many? There's like 3.
That's 1,
3,
2,
4. And some really, really good ones. Obviously, because there is Urban Growers Collective, the farm, it does supply a lot of the restaurants with fresh vegetables. So you do have options of getting like pretty good food that is local produce and stuff like that. So there's a lot of food options. My one comment is that a lot of the restaurants do close very early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are trying to get dinner, you're probably shit out of luck.
Yep.
So there are a few restaurants that are open after 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Very few that are open after 7. So we did go to a restaurant that closed at 7.
At 7, yeah.
And
that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was different.
It's called Rainbow Beach Sub Shop.
So good.
Yeah.
It was. We gonna get into it, but
we're gonna get into it. But to kind of describe off the bat what this restaurant is like, it's basically, think of like you spent the entire day at the beach and you just want something filling that's really good and that's quick. That's what I envision.
Yeah.
It's the kind of menu that has a little bit of everything, but it has like hamburgers, tacos, gyros,
all Chicago
burgers,
street food.
All Chicago street food.
Yeah.
And tacos.
Chicago street food.
Right. I guess that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's it.
And so it's been there for almost 20 years. So you know that it could not have survived that long if it wasn't.
If it wasn't good. Yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean?
20 years in the game?
Right.
In the same spot?
Yeah.
They ain't even got no sign up top.
No sign.
No sign. They ain't.
No sign. This should look like McDonald's on the outside.
Sure do.
Okay, it's red and yellow.
A real old McDonald's.
Really old. Yeah.
Yeah. Really old.
You will not go there for aesthetics.
No.
Okay. You're not. You do not expect to walk
fine
in
dining. You're not doing all that there.
It's not Instagrammable.
Yeah.
Okay. for you food bloggers out there.
Yeah. You know.
But it's really
it
good.
is. I put it to you like this: it's slept on.
Yeah.
It's slept on. You'll let.
It's not because the community.
Yeah. Right. Community.
Here's how I know that it's. Well, first of all, I read the reviews, but also, when we walked in, he was like, "Oh, I've never seen you guys here before."
He was like, "Oh, I never seen y'all. Y'all new around here?
And I was
real
like,
nice."
I was like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, you ain't seen us." Okay.
But no, for real. Like everyone that walked in seemed to have to know the guy, and he was super friendly.
Yes, he was one of the nicest people. I mean, I guess everybody we talked to has been really nice, but like he was
super nice.
Super nice, man. Like here's I think what surprised me because the whole time I don't know if you were thinking this either, but like we came in there, it was like 6:30.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They were ready to close.
It's ready to close, and he still maintained his happiness.
Yeah,
making sure we had everything we needed.
We asked if we could sit and eat in there because we knew they were about to close, and he said yes. Of course.
What's crazy? He looked at the clock, was like, "Man, you got time?" And I was like, "Bro, like that." That made it feel even better.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I put your food in bags." And
we was like, "Oh no,
it's fine.
It's all good."
So I love that. I love that they're very nice. Again, this is not like an exceptional dining experience.
Yeah,
but
it's exceptional in its own right.
Right. So I think if you're looking for something quick and super good and just really friendly environment, it's definitely a
Yeah,
win in
yeah,
all of those categories.
yeah, 100%. I
I
agree. I could
had
agree more.
so let's jump into what we had.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start with my favorite and then we'll walk our way down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing that we got was something you ordered,
Yeah.
which was the grilled chicken sub.
Mm.
And before I even bit into the chicken sub, it's grilled chicken that's cut up into like almost like chicken
Yeah.
strips,
Little
very
pieces
very
of
thin
chicken. Yeah.
strips. Um, before I even bit into it, I could smell the
Yeah.
seasoning on it.
Yes.
It was like thyme, oregano, obviously like
All the
just
other stuff.
that kind of mixture
Yeah.
of spices.
Grilled.
Grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato, and
Pickle.
pickle.
Yep.
It was really like it literally
Yeah.
didn't need anything else.
It did not. He had some sauce on there too,
I
but
know there was a sauce on
there
there.
was some sauce on there. She right. You didn't need. You honestly, we could have stopped right there. We could have stopped right there and been like, "Yo, this is the food that we got, and we good." It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever in a long time had chicken that grilled that perfectly.
Yeah, it was really good.
Perfect. It was perfect,
Yeah.
y'all. I mean,
And it's like a foot long.
Man, look at our brains. We'll be on the same shit. So I was about to say, so it comes in 3 different sizes, the subs.
Yeah. I'm
You
trying
can
to see the
get
prices.
regular, medium, and then large.
Yep.
And we got the medium, and the medium was
A foot long.
a foot long. It was like,
And the medium is $6.35.
yeah,
Which is insane to me.
insane. I mean, you get more than your money's worth. You know what I mean? Like that's that right there. Again, if we stopped right there, we would have been okay.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite thing
Yeah.
on the menu.
The next thing, though.
Next thing was the burger.
Yeah, the burger. Okay, yeah, the double cheeseburger.
I got
Yeah,
I got the double cheeseburger, and what I love about that is that between each patty was cheese and whatever that
the
sauce
condiment.
was.
Yeah,
Because it had mustard on it, and it had think of like a Big Mac sauce,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Their home sauce.
Yep.
And two beef patties with cheese in between each patty and between the bread, and then it had shredded lettuce, tomato slices, and pickle.
Yeah. Fire.
And it was really good.
Fire.
Honestly, I towards the end of it, I started adding mild sauce to the burger,
Ah,
and that low key set it off.
So
Their
you can
mild
get,
sauce was fire.
yeah, you get mild sauce, and not only did you put it on the burger, but I threw it on the chicken sub first.
That was really good.
Ooh, game changer, y'all! Get you some mild sauce when you go there, and put it on. You could do it on the burger and
Yeah.
that sub.
That chicken
I'm
sandwich.
sure there's other sandwiches there that you can put it on, but like that mild sauce,
Yeah.
that right there set both of those it took it to another level. You know,
Yeah.
when Super Mario get the star and
Mhm.
he changed all the colors and he
Mhm.
undefeatable.
Hmm.
That's what that mild sauce did to both of those.
Yeah.
Both fire.
Yep.
Absolutely fire.
I think next for me was the fries.
Okay.
The fries were
Yeah, the fries were very good.
they were like the thinner
Yeah, the thin.
fries, not necessarily shoestring, but a little bit thicker.
You
It
could
was
grab like 6 of them at a
yeah.
time and feel like
Yeah.
just one. You know?
Literally the thickness of a McDonald's fry, but not the same saltiness.
Mm.
They kind of looked like they were home cut.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
restaurants have that like
Yeah. Yeah.
cutting
That's
thing,
what it looked
the
like.
potato cutting thing. I really like their fries.
Yeah.
They're like crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside.
Fries are fire.
Perfect.
Now the tacos. We had tacos, y'all.
That was probably personally my least favorite. It wasn't bad at all, but I am not a ground beef lettuce tomato taco person, so it was good. It was okay.
It was-
I wouldn't.
Yeah, y'all, it was actually great. All right, so let me set the tone because you're not wrong at all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Here's what we got to reiterate. This place is like if you go to a corner stop, you know what I mean, like and just get some real quick food.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And what makes it great is because it is right there close by the beach, by the
Mhm.
river, by the lake, and this is like the perfect food for something like that.
Yeah.
So these tacos, they were smacking to me.
Yeah,
They
I mean-
were smacking to me. yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know how to. It's hard to rank.
They're not like outstanding. In my opinion, they're not like outstanding.
Yeah, they weren't going super crazy, but they kind of were to me. Right. I don't know.
The tacos are $2.25, and so they're very like average, probably on a cheaper side of the.
Yeah. And also you can get it in the meal in the day.
That's only on Monday.
Yeah, right. Friday. That's what I'm saying. So they got different meals per day. Yeah. So Monday, Friday, you can get 2 tacos, fries, and a pop
for $7.
For $7, you know, and
which is not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Because you get a lot of fries. Too.
Yeah, you do.
You get a lot of fries, and the tacos are decent size. You know what I'm saying? They decent.
They are. Yeah. They're the double corn tortilla tacos. Yeah. That I would say again, that's probably on me. I should not have ordered the ground beef tacos because I'm not a ground beef taco person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless I make them because I like a specific seasoning on them for me to be able to eat them.
Yeah.
And I prefer them with flour tortillas, not corn. Corn in my head is associated with like onion, cilantro, and so maybe that's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
But we also had the steak nachos. Which were really good. And again, like a basic nacho platter. You had sour cream, cheese, tomato, jalapeno peppers, steak.
Oh, that was steak. Yeah, that was steak.
Yeah, it was steak, and obviously nachos. We got the small, which was large.
That was small.
Which was large.
Y'all, come on now. That was small.
It was those like styrofoam rectangular to-go containers. That's what it was in.
That was a small.
That was $6.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, the large is $10.
Oh, that's
and it's probably huge.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
But what's again, y'all? I understand that you're getting good food. Like this is really really good food for the price.
Yeah.
And I think if you look at it, if you judge a book by its cover, you're gonna be like, man, look, I'm skipping this.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So we trying to set y'all expectations right, like.
Yes.
But just trust us.
Like
this shit was fire. Don't get it twisted.
This place is 20 years old and it looks like it's 20 years old.
Yeah, it does. It really does. But the food.
Yeah.
The food
tastes like they've been making it for 20 years and the recipe has been great for 20 years.
You know the problem with places like this, and not their problem, but because of the aesthetic of the building and the establishment, you know, it's not gonna win any awards. It's not going to be recognized as like, you know, like something that, but let me tell you, if they really wanted to, you know, I don't know if they have or what their ambitions are, but if they wanted to step into one of these like cooking competitions with food, I feel like that chicken, at least that chicken sub, that bad boy, it can make it to at least the quarterfinals. You know what I'm saying? Like it could do something.
Yeah.
It can make some noise.
You know, when you said that, I started thinking of like Calumet Fisheries. It's the same vibe.
Same vibe, yeah.
You walk in and you're like, this shit look dingy as hell.
Yeah.
And then you try the food and you're like fuck, damn, this is fire.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like this should have won some award. Yeah. You know? And that's the problem. That's why I say it's a problem, because like it's like these places like this.
I feel like we're so obsessed with like aesthetics and something being like,
and we miss good food.
Yeah.
Like if we were down there, I would be down there all the time. And it's right by the South Shore Cultural Center.
You would definitely not be there all the time, because if you eat that food every single day, you will be dead by the time you're 40. So we're not doing that.
Hey,
but
a couple more years, Amy.
No.
I'm still in me stop.
No. But yeah, I think if you're like at the beach and you want to grab food to take to the beach, or you want to grab food after you go to the beach, that is a good option.
Very good option.
South Shore is also full of other really good options that close pretty early.
They close early. That's the only thing. Yeah,
like there's a lot of really good places that are in that same neighborhood. There's Caribbean, Royal Caribbean Jerk.
I bet you that's in the area.
That's pretty good. There's obviously, as we mentioned before, Majani. There's a couple other vegetarian, vegan restaurants. There's a few bakeries that are pretty good.
Man, they got a lot of options down there.
A lot of options.
A lot of options.
So if you're spending the day in South Shore, you have options.
Yeah,
if you're spending the afternoon or the evening, maybe not so much.
Yeah. I mean, I could only.
That's my feedback.
No, but that's you 100% correct again. Yeah. I mean, like I feel like on a weekend though, it's probably would be busting.
Yeah. So if it were me spending the day in South Shore, this is what I would do. I would get there in the morning, right? I would walk around the cultural center. Just it's because it's technically really like a park, right?
Yeah.
So you can walk around there, then maybe grab some food from any of the multiple restaurants that are around the area, and just go and hang out at the beach for a day. Right. And then when you're done, you can go and grab dinner from a place like we went to today, Rainbow Beach Sub Shop.
And it is, I'm telling you, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's one of those places where you go there, you be like, man, let me see what they're talking about, and then you go there, you be like, you as soon as you eat the food, you're gonna be like, damn, and this shit crazy.
Honestly, like their reviews, I literally looked at the reviews. They maybe have like one or maybe like 3 or 4 1-star reviews that are people that say, oh, someone was rude to me. Which I can't imagine. That ain't no.
We talk about food. We ain't talking about the goddamn. I guess you are talking about the
entire experience.
Yeah, you are.
But everyone else was like, "Oh, I've been coming here my whole life. I love this place."
Yeah.
So again,
I love places like that.
Yeah, me too. Like a little. It's literally a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and it's on an island by itself.
Right.
Like it's right there by the train station. So. You get, if you live in the area, you get off. I'm sure you've already. I'll be telling you shit you already know, but you get off the train, you grab a bite before you go home. Boom, that's what it is. Yeah. So, man, South Shore, that's a spot, man. That's a dope spot.
I love that area.
Love it. I love it too.
Also, if you're listening to this in a timely fashion, you could head over to Jackson Park and actually still see the
cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms.
Yeah. Took a couple pictures.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah. It's what's crazy is a lot of cool things is going on in the city. You can tell the city is ready to kind of get back outside. Yeah. We starting up Chicago, man. We starting up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun shit happening.
I think my favorite thing is that the Silver Room announced that they're doing their block party again this year.
That is that's
so excited.
That's a W. That's a W.
Yeah. Finally, after like 2 years of them not doing it.
Yeah, it's good to have them back. They got some heaters coming too. With some music.
Party.
Shit, it's about to be lit. Mm-hmm. Chicago.
Is that a chocolate chip?
That is a chocolate chip that I found in between the seats that Sarah.
Wow.
Sarah.
Don't put my business out there.
Okay. Had a little chocolate drop. Sitting between the cushions here.
You're a little chocolate drop.
Hey, look at you. Go ahead. Let me get my coin.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm done.
Wow, you took my line. All right, well, y'all be blessed. Hey. If you like this episode, send it to someone you like. If you hated this episode, go ahead, DM us. Let us know. Let us know what we can do better for you. We're here to serve you.
Yeah, we're going to take all your feedback. We take it all.
We'll accept it. We will not tell you to fuck off.
No, we won't.
We won't.
We won't do that.
We might. We might tell you to fuck off. We might.
Depending on how nice.
We won't.
Depending on how nice you are to us.
Yeah, it depends what time of day. Are you reaching out to us Wiener Circle hours? You might get it.
You might get it.
But that's all.
All right. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Dario, Sarah, we will see you next week. Peace out.
Maybe Monday, maybe Wednesday. Who knows?
Right. No, Monday for sure. Yeah, right. All right. Peace. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please like, rate, and subscribe to us on all streaming platforms where you listen to podcasts. And we hope you listen soon. We'll catch you back next Monday with a new episode. Bye.